This is the Squared Circle right here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Justin Greenberg alongside Joe Ritter. Dominic Arbolino is out on assignment tonight.
He's sick.
He's sick.
Yeah, I've been saying it all day. He's sick.
What is he sick with?
I don't know, but he's sick. That's all he told me. So, Dom, feel better. Dedicate the show to your health, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully he's listening.
Probably not.
Probably not.
He'll probably call in and be like, "Hey, guys, I really want to see NXT call-ups.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I love Roman Reigns.
I'm an idiot. My name's Dominic."
Yeah, he's sick off the Roman pox. That's what he has. He has the Roman pox, so whatever that was.
We got a lot to talk about today, Joe.
We really do. Real quick, newest development, mixed match tag. I'm actually kind of okay with this.
Who is it?
I'm actually excited to watch
Let's
this.
explain what this is, first of all.
So basically they're having a mixed match tag competition between SmackDown and Raw. The one time a year when Raw and SmackDown compete head-to-head in direct competition.
Except the other times.
Except for all the other times, I'm sorry. I hate when they say that. And it's going to be pretty cool to watch. This used to be done not too long ago, honestly.
You see,
and then it hasn't been done since the women became superstars.
It's tough to do mixed matches because the male can't touch the female. Usually the female doesn't touch the male. So basically when a tag is made...
Unless you're CM Punk and you want to destroy Beth Phoenix.
Yes, unless you're doing that. But the problem is, they're TV PG. They don't want to do anything with male-on-female violence, especially all the stuff that the NFL has got, even though this is a show.
Right, and it's entertainment, but
it's entertainment, and if you watch an Avengers movie, it's not like Scarlett Johansson isn't getting punched by a guy. It's just, it's fiction. This is not a real thing.
One thing I don't like is, all right, so we had two announcements today. And I hate one, and the other one is just weird. The first one they had, and we'll talk about all the teams in a second if you want. But the first one they announced today was The Miz and Asuka.
Really?
So that's it. Asuka won the tournament. You're gonna give her first loss in a mixed match tag?
The way they could avoid this is
a disqualification,
or if Miz gets pinned. Because they could say she's never been pinned, which has been done. Technically, she's been defeated. Her undefeated streak is done, but they could just still go off, "I've never been pinned," or "I've never been submitted."
Right. No, but I don't... This is just...
It's tough. It's weird. It's a weird pairing. You have Ultimate Heel and Miz. And
they make big news about it. The Miz, the team with undefeated Asuka. I hate her.
We know.
I want this to end. If this is how her undefeated streak ends, I'm totally okay with it.
And this is only on Facebook, right?
Yep, it's on Facebook. And your comments on Facebook, apparently, they're going to be watching and they're going to be deciding what they want to do in the next episodes of it. So
I'm not a fan of this.
I mean, I like the concept. I just think there's a better way to do it, I guess.
I don't like the concept at all. If you got to either go one way or the other. Either go with this, men and women aren't allowed to touch each other, and I'm cool with that. That was, it's always been a thing before the Attitude Era. Every now and then Hulk Hogan would get hit by, Sherry Martel, but it was rare. Either go that way or just go back to, when Stone Cold was giving Stone Cold Stunners to Linda McMahon. Either go one way or the other.
Right.
I'm not a fan of, male and females just teaming up for the sake of it. There's no, reason. There's no storyline for these people to be teaming up. Why is The Miz teaming up with Asuka? What was the reasoning behind it? It just happened?
Yeah,
WWE just announced it? But why? What's the reason?
Because it's the one time a year when Raw and SmackDown compete in head-to-head competition.
It's ridiculous.
It's dumb. And the second team announced today, during Nerdvana it was announced, a team that I don't understand, and I feel bad for one half of this team, is Alicia Fox, and can you guess the other person?
Well, I'm guessing the bad part is Alicia Fox. So the other person's somebody that's good, that shouldn't be stuck with Alicia Fox.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think so. He's an older guy, been around the block now.
Goldust?
Yep.
Oh!
Goldust and Alicia Fox.
I love Goldust.
I got to see Goldust up in person, and he's a tall guy.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And he seems really cool. I watched him. I've been watching this show, the TV show Ride Along.
Yes.
And I like it. And he's a pretty funny guy. He's totally out of his mind.
Yeah.
And I love him. I just, I wish they would have set him with a different gimmick. I liked him as the American Dream in at Starrcade. He looked pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he was the natural.
Oh, the natural,
Dustin Rhodes.
Not the American Dream because that's its father.
Yeah,
but he's the natural.
Yeah, I mean, Dustin Rhodes has had a crazy career. He started off, being essentially a clone of his father. He had the same hair. He did the same mannerisms. Then he went to WCW, and he was the natural Dustin Rhodes, kind of just a white meat babyface. No real personality, just I'm a good guy, America, I'm the natural. Then he did a complete 180 and became Goldust, and that character has had its changes. He went from, androgynous, as they would say, where he was, hitting on Razor Ramon, and then he went to extreme bizarres of doing weird, 50 Shades of Grey type of stuff, and then he's kind of settled down. He's had his Tourette's at one point, although they didn't say it was Tourette's, but he would sort of like spasm out because he got electrocuted. So he's had his ups and downs in life as well. He's been in and out of rehab. He's been divorced, but right now he's got his life on track. He's probably in the best physical shape he's been since he was the natural.
He absolutely is in the best shape that he's been in. And he competed in a 205 Live match, I believe it was last week now or 2 weeks ago.
From what I heard.
And he was jumping off the top rope.
Yeah,
he was doing cool stuff.
The guy's almost 50 years old.
It's great.
His name was The Natural, and he really was The Natural. He just a few years in the business, and you saw, he had all this God-given natural ability. And if I was booking, he would have been world champion at some point of his career. And even now, I'd have him as this, older underdog story, kind of like, a George Foreman when he won the world title.
Yeah.
Like, just this old guy, I just tell his life story. Like, I've been to rehab. I've been divorced.
I was
given this gimmick. I'm old. This is my last hurrah. This is, Custard's last stand, and I'm just going to give him my all, one last try. I want to shot the title, or even just have him have the title match. And you don't even need to give it.
But you know what? Give him the title.
Yeah.
Let him go out as a champ. Give him the belt. Let him be a champ, so he can say, you know what? I hit that high. I became the champ, and then you know what? You can let him have him fight another great match the next night, but lose it.
Yeah, I just don't see WWE will not do that. They're all about the big guys or the young guys,
right? Well,
or the big guy.
Well, I don't. Well, it's stupid. Now I'll go over the SmackDown teams real quick. Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair, which half of that team looks really good. I mean Charlotte. I think she'll have to carry Booby Roode.
Yeah.
And again, they spelled his name wrong.
Did they?
On the website, Booby Roode.
I don't know.
Teaming up with Charlotte.
Somebody's
Flair.
got something.
I don't get it. They like boobies over at WWE.
Maybe they're thinking of Charlotte when writing.
Maybe. Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch. I like that team.
That's so random, though. Why are they teaming up?
No,
what's the reasoning behind this? It's just happening.
Rusev and Lana. The ravishing
Which makes sense because they're married.
Right. Here's another one. Jimmy Uso and Naomi.
Because they're married.
Yep. Big E.
Who's he with?
Take a guess.
The girl with the briefcase.
Carmella, yeah.
Oh, is she?
Fab, yep. And then Shinsuke Nakamura.
Who's he with?
Natalia.
I don't get this.
I thought she quit.
I just don't understand.
I thought she quit.
Whatever. We're just going to have to deal with it. I've been dealing with stupid stuff in wrestling for 25 years almost,
yeah, right.
So it is what it is.
All right, so let's go to Team Raw real quick. I like the Raw teams a lot.
So wait, are the Raw team facing the SmackDown team? And is it a tournament?
Yes. It's Raw versus SmackDown. This is the one time a year where Raw and SmackDown
But then what's the final? What if Raw just wins every match?
I guess then Raw wins.
Is Raw going to face Raw in like the finals?
I guess.
Or it's pretty much guaranteed, Raw will win half of them, SmackDown will win the other half.
Yeah, they'll probably do it that way, like Raw win half, SmackDown will win half.
Kind of like the Survivor Series, the one time when Raw and SmackDown
compete head-to-head in direct competition, besides the 500 other times.
I hate wrestling.
So, yeah, we do a podcast. So the first team I'll talk about, we talked about two. So Goldust, wait, hold on. This website has it listed the wrong way. Wait. What is this? This website? I don't know. This website's completely wrong.
What do they have?
They're saying that it's going to be Enzo and Alicia Fox, but they just said it was Goldust and Alicia Fox.
I heard Enzo is with someone else.
I don't know.
Enzo's with who's with the
hold on, let me find the WWE
who's with that big girl?
Website.
What's her name?
All right, with the champ. So, all right, I can tell you the ones I know off the top of my head.
All
straight
right,
up. You have Balor. And not Bailey, which I wish it was Bailey, but it's Balor and Sasha Banks.
Okay.
We're turning Bailey heel. It's going to happen.
We'll see.
You have Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman.
Yes.
Which I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. And, like, even, like, the promos that they're cutting, Braun is, like, leaning on her, and he's, like, got her under his arm.
Well,
like,
she's, like, 5 foot tall. And
she's, like, half his height.
He's a legit, like, 6'8".
He's literally half the height.
And what is the girl's name? Nia Jax. Isn't she with Enzo?
Yeah, that's like the story that they're building.
I think that's what they're going with. And then you said Goldust and
Alicia Fox, which I think there's like one more team that I'm either forgetting.
Well, Asuka, you said.
Oh, I got it. Okay. And then the most depressing team is Nia Jax. And can you guess who Nia Jax is with?
It's not with Enzo?
Not with Enzo.
Oh, is it like Cedric Alexander or something?
No, but you're close, I guess.
Oh, Titus O'Neil?
Very close. No.
Who?
With Apollo Crews.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say. What did I say the first time?
Worldwide!
What did I say?
God.
Didn't I say Apollo Crews?
No, you said Titus O'Neil.
No, the first one.
Oh, the first? You said Cedric Alexander.
Oh, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. He has no friends.
I was thinking of Apollo Crews.
Just like the other guys. But yeah, I don't know. This mixed match is probably...
whatever. We'll see what it is.
It'll probably be cool to watch.
I wonder where they're filming it. I guess it's going to be after a Raw and after a SmackDown.
I guess. All right, but my thing is, if Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman don't win this, I don't get it. You have
the world champion and the best booked guy of the year.
The guy who just marches through literally everybody because no one can stop him versus the women's champ, the first SmackDown and Raw women's champ, and she's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to lose, we would know it would be Alexa Bliss. We're not going to have Braun Strowman, who's been pinned like 3 times in his career, get pinned in a mixed tag match. But my thing
is if you're doing this mixed tag thing, right, and Asuka comes out, and it's Asuka versus Bliss, why wouldn't you just take Braun in at that point? Braun, go deal with her.
Well, it's not...
I get it, because they don't want to have the...
No, because once the tag gets made, the male comes in. That's how mixed tag matches are done these days.
That's how they're doing it?
So it makes no sense.
Oh, so then you're telling me that Alexa could just keep tagging Braun in and Asuka could just never see the match? So Miz will just get the crap beat out of him.
Exactly. That's why it makes no sense. You can't have mixed tag matches if it's not. You're not actually allowed to wrestle the
unless
female.
You're CM Punk and you're going to beat the crap out of Beth Phoenix,
or if you're Cedric Alexander or Rich Swann, rather.
So now also we know the rules for the Women's Royal Rumble too. I don't know if we covered that last week.
I do not. I know there's 30 competitors.
It's going to be the exact same rules for men. Over the top rope, 2 feet hit the ground, 30 contestants every 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
See, it's usually 2 minutes. Sometimes it's a minute and a half. One Royal Rumble is actually every minute. I would assume they're going to cut this down to at least a minute and a half.
Right.
You can't have 2 matches where it's 2 minutes. You can't have 2 hour-long Rumble matches.
So it's going to be the exact same rule as the men, and it's looking pretty good. And they're saying, all right, and there's a lot of cool things. They're saying they're going to call up like Billy Kay and these people from NXT. I think it's dumb. You're going to bring these people up from NXT and then what? Just put them back in NXT?
You can always, bring them up for the night or bring them up onto the main roster.
But you know what?
You got to bring up 2 or 3 people.
Right. I guess maybe a couple, but I don't see the reason to do it.
Even if you bring them up, have them enter the Rumble, and then you could send them back down, and they get the rub of being in the Rumble and eliminating some of the big guys. And then you could even, put some of the, WWE women who are on the main roster, you could send them down to NXT and have a feud in NXT because, one was eliminated in the actual Rumble match.
Well, in the future, they're looking to use NXT not as developmental anymore. They're looking to say that stars can go from the main roster down to NXT up to like the main roster. They're going to make it a 2-way road now,
which it should be.
Which is great. So that way, talent that's not developed and they're on the Raw roster should be put back down to develop themselves.
People
build a new character or something. Instead of having to just try things out in the public and ruining ratings, go down to NXT, figure yourself out, and then come back.
I can think of so many people that
Bo Dallas
could completely
Curtis
be
Axel.
rejuvenated in NXT. I mean, even look at a guy like Zack Ryder who went back to NXT and found something with Mojo Rawley. Although I'm not a fan of that, at least he sort of got over and
they
did
found
his
something.
thing.
So it's I like that. Triple H said that in an interview that they're going to look to make something like that happen. Now, also just staying on the Women's Royal Rumble for a second. I was thinking about it, and of course they're going to have women. They're going to call up from the past. They're going to call up women.
I heard Beth Phoenix is doing commentary.
Is she doing commentary?
Yeah, that's what I read.
Oh, I hope not, because I want to see Beth Phoenix enter the Rumble.
Hey, you never know. There's been commentators that have
JBL entered when he was sitting there.
King has entered. Cole, I believe, entered.
Oh, Cole. I mean, if Beth Phoenix entered, she'd be the only person to compete in both men and women's Royal Rumble, unless they brought Karma back.
Or China from the grave.
Well, that'd be kind of difficult. The Undertaker comes out with China's music.
See, now they've had men enter. I mean, the women